Hi guys, it's Bethany and Biscuit from Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. In this video, I'm going to go in depth when it comes to picking the most appropriate top coat for your furniture restoration projects. This can be quite a daunting task. What top coat do you choose, and then how do you apply it? So I'm going to go through the most used products I use in my workshop with my furniture projects, and hopefully this will help you with deciding what to use on your projects. So come with me as I go step by step and explain to you all the pros and cons to top coats. Okay guys, here's some of the products I'm gonna be discussing as I drop them. We'll keep that in, you know, that's real life. Okay, so here are some of the, and I'm dropping more. Here are some of the products I'm going to be discussing when it comes to top coats. I'm going to be discussing General Finishes oil-based gel top coat. I'm going to be talking about Polycrylic. They also have a spray and a Polycrylic, so I'll be discussing both of those. And the ones that dropped, let me get them, are wax. So I'm going to be discussing Annie Sloan's clear wax and Wise Owl dark wax. So I'm going to break these down for you guys, the pros and cons, and don't forget all the methods of how do you apply all of these. This can get really stressful when it comes to selecting a top coat. So I'm going to hope with this video, you guys, I'm going to make it really super easy for you, and hopefully this will help you guys. Okay, the first top coat product I want to talk about is General Finishes oil-based gel top coat. I absolutely love this product for many, many reasons. Is this a quart? Yes, this is a quart. It runs me about $23.50 at my local woodworking store, so it's affordable. I get a lot of use, a lot of projects I can bang out with just a quart. Now, I use this the most on high traffic projects. So behind me is a desk that I just finished. You can see that beautiful satin sheen on top. So I use this the most on high traffic pieces like dining room tables, coffee tables, desktops, maybe a dresser top and dresser drawers, depending who the dresser is for. If it's going to go in a kid's room and it's going to get banged up, I will use a more durable top coat, and this is the one you want to use. Now, when selecting a top coat in general, you have to think of two things, okay? You have to think of who is using this piece of furniture. If it's going to go into a kid's room, you're going to want to use something that's more durable. If this is going into a single person's house and they're just putting a TV on top of a piece of furniture and it's really not getting any other wear and tear besides that, you can go with something that's, I get less durable, but still durable, but not as tough. So you have to think about those things, okay, when you are selecting a top coat. Very important. So I'm going to break down here how I apply this. Usually I apply this General Finishes top coat with a 2-inch foam brush. Super easy. I'm going to link in this video below. I also did a YouTube video on how to apply this product. Very, very simple. Okay, so the pros of this product: it's affordable, it's easy to apply. The cons of this product, if I could think of any, it's oil-based. So if I would put this on top of the white painted area here, it may yellow over time. So my advice, if you are doing a white piece of furniture, do not pick like an oil-based poly. It'll probably get a yellow tone either immediately or over time it'll turn maybe more of an amber color. That's one of the biggest questions I get with white painted pieces of furniture, is if you want a durable top coat but you don't want it to yellow. So that'll go, I'll go into the next product, because the Polycrylic is the perfect choice when you have white painted furniture. Okay, so with all the top coats I'm discussing today, I always put 3 coats on. With this product here, the gel top coat, I sand in between each top coat using a felt block that looks like this, and then I use a 400 grit sandpaper that I wrap around the felt block. I love the felt block because when I use it in between the coats, it gives a nice even pressure. Instead of if I just did like this and wrapped my fingers around it, I'm gonna get uneven pressure when I'm lightly sanding in between coats. So get yourself a felt block when you're sanding in between coats. So there you guys go. There's the first product, why I use it, how I use it, and the method I use. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, you guys, the next top coat I want to talk about is the polycrylic, okay? I love polycrylic when it comes to looking for a top coat that's going to give a really high gloss on it. So behind me is a vanity that I worked on that I applied some gold leafing to. And as you can see, this piece is a really modern glam type of piece, so I wanted a lot of gloss. So I applied a polycrylic to this. The reason why I didn't use the General Finishes top coat is because I've got that white paint in there and I don't want that yellowing over time. So the polycrylic comes in containers like this with many different sheens. So this is a clear matte. It's more of a flat look to it. They also have a satin, and then they also have a clear gloss. The clear gloss is what I used on this antique vanity, and you can see here how glossy that looks. I also used the high gloss on a bookcase back here, and the polycrylic is water-based, so it's water resistant and works really well on high traffic areas. You could use this on top of a dining room table, top of a coffee table, especially over white painted pieces of furniture. This is key. Many people love this product because it won't yellow over time. It also comes in a spray. So the cons of a polycrylic, applying it. I'm gonna be honest with you, it can sometimes get streaky, you can sometimes overwork it. Many people get frustrated with this product because it is tough to apply it. I have found a nice groove with it myself. I have used a chip brush to apply it. I have used my Klingon brush to apply it. I really like applying it with the Klingon brush. And I just found out Klingon brush has like a big block brush. I need to order it. It's a little spendy. It's like 50 bucks. So I have to wait until I sell another piece of furniture before I can get it. But it's like 3 inches or 4 inches in width. And I could really use that like on a top piece like this. Instead of taking these across, I'd have a wider brush. So I'm gonna get one of those because I think it would really help me when it comes to applying polycrylic. So there's that product. Let's go on to waxing. Before I forget, again, with applying polycrylic, you still need to sand in between coats. So I apply 3 coats no matter what project I'm doing with applying the polycrylic, and in between each coat, I take my felt block, my 400 grit sandpaper, and I lightly sand in between coats. So do apply multiple coats of the polycrylic. Just wanted to put that in there. Okay, let's go. Okay, the last type of top coat that I want to talk to you guys about is wax. Clear wax or dark wax. It comes in 2 different colors, well, that I have. There's even brown wax, black wax. So when I say dark wax, I mean black or brown. Clear wax by Annie Solan. When chalk painting furniture came out, I'm gonna say I've been doing this for 7 years. So when kind of the height of refinishing furniture came out, a lot of people promoted sealing their furniture with clear wax. And clear wax has its time and place. I know many people, they only use this. I personally don't subscribe to that. For example, if you look behind me, I redid this drop leaf coffee table. I sanded and stained the top. I am not gonna seal the top of a coffee table with wax. It's just not durable enough long term, and it just doesn't have the toughness that my General Finishes Poly top coat does. So I know some people, they use the wax on everything. Again, for me, I don't subscribe to that. To each their own. Again, I'm sharing with you what works best for me. So where I do use the clear wax and the dark wax, usually I'll use it on the legs of a coffee table. Again, it depends. What household is this coffee table going into? If someone brought me a custom piece and they said, hey, I've got 5 kids, I might poly the whole thing. It just all depends. And it also depends what type of finish they want on the piece of furniture too. But with the clear wax, I used it on the legs here because I gave the legs a nice weathered look, and I used chalk paint. And then I applied the clear wax to that, and then I buffed it off. I'm going to include in this video a link also. Another video that I did, I showed how to apply the clear wax and how to buff it off. So that's a real informative video. If you don't know how to wax furniture, go check out that link. It'll be in the description of this video. I'll include the link. So I will apply usually my wax with a wax brush, and then I'll buff it off either with a clean rag, or I'll buff it off. I love this method. It's a little blue, like little squeegee. I love that too. So I just go in there and I buff it off. And I love clear wax. It is water resistant, and it gives it does give a nice sheen to the piece of furniture. Again, I use mostly clear wax on low traffic areas on types of furniture. So this area here, it's pretty low traffic in my opinion, and I like the look that wax gives over chalk painted pieces of furniture. If you want to add detailing to ornate pieces into nooks and crannies, I love applying the clear wax, buffing it off, and then adding the black wax. I love this. I just ordered this and I've used it a couple times now. It's the Wise Owl black wax. Looks like shoe polish. And I love applying that after I buff off the clear wax, and it gets into all the nooks and crannies. I'll show you a piece that I just did. It's up there. It's an end table, and I love how the wax enhanced those ornate areas. So that's what I love about wax. I'm going to look at my notes here. Again, with waxing, I do apply a few coats to that. I hope this video has been informative. I kind of have jumped around. Those are like the 3 most common top coats that I put on furniture. I know I'm still looking for other types of products. I'm always exploring. I'm always trying new things. I know General Finishes has a high performance top coat. I haven't tried that out yet. I know they have it's called a flat on flat or flat out flat type of top coat that doesn't really have a sheen to it. I haven't tried that one as well. So I am always looking for new products to try, but these 3 have worked well for me over the years. So sometimes I don't mess when I got a good thing going. So if you guys have any products that you would recommend for me to try, shoot them in the comments. I would love to know what you use, what works for you. If you guys have any questions about how I apply any of these products, ask me some questions. I'm happy to help you. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, remember that end table that I just mentioned about the clear wax and the dark wax? I wanted to show you a close-up of what that looks like. So there I used clear wax and I added the dark wax, and you see it gets into those nooks and crannies and gives it a really beautiful aged look. So I really love that. So I used the clear wax and the dark wax on the bottom portion of this end table, and because it's an end table and I have a transfer on top of it, I needed a durable water resistant top. So I applied a clear satin polycrylic on the top of this end table, and again I put on 3 coats, and I sanded in between each coat with that 400 grit. So there's what that project looks like. Thank you again for watching another video by Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, you guys.